So today is Sunday, February 9th, probably. Don't have a lot of funds, but need to do some meal prep. So we're gonna get creative this week, and I'm gonna rely a lot on spices that I have on hand for flavor. It's gonna be pretty basic. I do have some new oatmeal. I'm gonna try some savory oatmeal recipe, or a savory oatmeal recipe. Essentially, eggs and oatmeal with onion and garlic powder as opposed to sugar. And yeah. And probably just use up the rest of my vegetables. I'll show you what I have. So in there is some potatoes that I pre-boiled for breakfasts, kind of like breakfast bowls. Half of the, because I bought a dozen eggs, which I've already boiled and they're cooling off in there. They've been sitting for a minute, but that's all right. I was going to combine them with the potatoes for a carb, and then maybe use up these garbanzo beans that I got for free a while back from Sprouts. I have some cheese there. Just a cheese blend to look. Have right here is some chicken already baked over the weekend, and then fruit. A little bit of Greek yogurt left that I'm gonna use as like a sauce. I'm just gonna add different spices to the yogurt and water it down with some almond milk. If I get really bored of like the bland protein and veg I'm gonna be making for my lunches and dinners. Still have quite a bit of the asparagus left sitting in water. It's still pretty fresh. Have a bag of Brussels sprouts that I absolutely need to use. And that's what we're looking at for additional sauces. And that's really it. I do have some cream left. That's some beef. Don't mind the snake's breakfast back there in the bright green ring container. On the left here is beef with like a taco mix. So that's already seasoned. And then the two containers to the right are just plain beef that I need to use up. And I'll probably use up, I'll probably combine with the eggs and the potatoes for like breakfast bowls. In the freezer, not a whole lot. That's some beef. I don't think any of it's seasoned. I think all of it's plain. I have some, sorry about that. Steelhead trout that I'm going to thaw for my dinners. That is a container of pre-cut quinoa, and I'm not really feeling it, so I think it's just gonna stay in there. Same with the Thomas bagels. I find my body's been telling me that I've been eating too many carbs. I have a history of pre-diabetes, a family history of all the diabetes, so I try to be really careful. I am going to make some pasta for lunch just because I have 3 meatballs that were in the fridge that I need to use up, and that little bit of spaghetti sauce that I need to use up. And I'm going to go to the gym and do leg day, so I figured that shouldn't hurt too much. And yeah, all right, I'll take you along. It'll probably be more of a vlog style. I'm still rearranging some things in my apartment, so I'm just gonna be everywhere right now for the next hour and a half. I want to leave by 2. It's currently like 12:30. So all right, see you in a minute. So here I am just bathing the eggs in the very last of my white wine vinegar. I really like vinegar, and I didn't have much left. And I'm just going to add salt and pepper to this. Yeah, there's that salt. And it turned out really nice. I will add a little bit of water just to cover the eggs, but most of this is just the vinegar. You can do this with soy sauce as well, potentially even a broth of some kind. Maybe like a soup broth, that would be good actually. Or maybe even like watered down curry. Just something different. I find that I have to really mix up the flavors of my meal prep so I don't get bored and I will actually eat what I've made. Yeah, some of them will just rise to the top, but as long as they're mostly submerged, that's fine. First breakfast bowl is really good. I just microwaved it, put some cheese on, threw the lid back on for a minute to melt the cheese. That's pretty good with the seasoned beef. And I'm just real quick making a oats overnight packet, chocolate peanut butter banana. I'll see how it tastes. To add more protein, instead of using milk as my liquid, I just mix up a protein shake. It's that vanilla Axe 'n' Sledge, and it works just fine. Um, Axon Sludge is like a powdered milkshake. It's really good. So as far as I'm concerned, it's essentially powdered milk. But yeah, that is Monday morning's breakfast. See you guys in a bit. Thanks again for watching. Next time I will remember to show pictures of the finished meal prep. All right, bye.